so I'm proud.
Ruben, you've had the pleasure, I'm guessing, of being a teammate of both Cristiano and Erling. Which would you rather in your team?
Ooh, difficult question. Well, in the end, they're just different players. Obviously, Cristiano is older now. He's in a different stage of his career. But obviously, when it comes to choose between players, I always stay away from that question just because everyone's different and you have many different ways of seeing the game these days. And one might fit best, one kind of idea, the other one might fit best the other one. But in the end, I think I wouldn't be badly served with either of them because the one thing they both do a lot is scoring goals.
Cristiano was talking about using criticism and the skeptics as motivation. Thierry Henry recently revealed that he now looks back and thinks he was suffering with, mental depression and low points during his career. How do you deal with the tough moments, yet still perform on the pitch?
Well, I think since young, we're told and we grow up knowing that that's unfortunately part of being a footballer, especially on the top level. The more visibility you have, the more open you are to criticism, as much as you are also open to when things go well, to get cheered and be loved by everyone. It's about, I think, building that strong mindset that will shield you in a way and protect yourself when the times get a bit more tough. And then in the end, it's about a little bit of fight with yourself and always coming up on top. A bit like you were saying, all of us get criticism in a moment of our lives for personal matters, for professional reasons. It can be from whatever side you might sometimes not expect. But what does matter is that you always stay strong and you always remember where you're going for. And I think in this room, we have many examples of that.
How much do you rely on yourself in those moments? How much do you lean on the team?
I do think that, especially on those moments of criticism, is when you most rely on yourself. Is when you most have to rely on everything you've built yourself with. Because that's the moment where probably you're not going to have so much people around you trying to help you and supporting you. And that's the one moment in which you just grind it out and you show the world and everyone around you that you're there, and people can talk, people can say whatever they want to say, but you are who you want to be, so yeah.
Let's talk about Pep. What is life under Pep Guardiola like?
It's tough on days. I think I speak for probably everyone now that for what he's achieved, what he does in football, what he teaches you, not just as a football player, but as a person. He's fantastic.
No pressure. I mean, look at that glare.
No, but he's fantastic and he probably knows that. But it is tough because he demands so much from you, but it's also what you should do every day and come to training and make sure that you give 100%, and you should demand from yourself as well. But sometimes you do have off days, but you can't have off days with him because as soon as you have off days, he's normally shouting at you.
Edison said the thing with Pep is that he's always 10 steps ahead of everybody else. As a player, how hard is that to keep up with?
Well, I think it shouldn't be difficult because if there's one thing beside having the manager we have and the structure we have, is that we also have players that want to be forward as well. Even though sometimes we're not, and he's the one that keeps on pulling us. But as a player, if you're ambitious and if you want to keep on winning, especially after so many great things that this team has done, this is the kind of person you need next to you to keep you, obviously, an effort of everyone, not just him, not just us, everyone, but he's the man in front of the ship, so it is crucial that he's got that mentality.
How do you compare, Cristiano, what you see from Pep with Sir Alex Ferguson?
I think the mindset of the winners, they are different, in my opinion. Personality, the character, the way they see the life, the way they see the players, the way they see the difficult moments. The top players and top coaches, they're thinking different. As I say before, no coincidence that he win what he won. So, no miracles, hard work. You see different things than the other ones, like Sir Alex Ferguson, and of course, other coaches too. They are different.
And when you look at what happens next in your career, how much longer? What happens next in your career? How much longer can you keep this level going?
I don't know. I live day by day.
How much do you rely on the data and the facts, and how much of it is instinct?
Listen, I'm with some issues that I had, personal and professional, make me feel and make me thinking in a different way. As I told you before, I'm thinking the present and the moment. The moment is good, I feel good, I'm still capable to do it some goals, to help my team, to help the national team too. So I will carry on. The moment when I finish, I don't know, to be honest. But of course, will be soon. Soon, I mean 10 years more, but I'm joking.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
I don't know, let's see.
Are you instinct or data?
Instinct. Instinct. I feel, for me, it's more on just play on how you feel. I think when you're happy and when you're feeling happy in yourself, we're doing the job that everyone loves. That everyone was a small kid playing football. We wanted to do what we're doing now. So I just want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it to the fullest capacity, and then just play with a smile on my face. I think for Cristiano, whenever he wants to retire, he will retire. He deserves the right of that. But I'm more off instinct and just doing what makes me happy.
As the calendar gets longer, Bernardo Silva was very open talking about the Club World Cup and the expansion of that. How easy is that? How much tougher does it make your job to keep the level where you are?
I don't think it becomes tougher because we're doing what we love. Like I just said before, this is what we're paid to do, and we're paid well to do it. So to achieve what we've achieved, I feel we probably should have won a Champions League before when we got to the final against Chelsea. But you do need setbacks in life. You do need things to come back from, or nearly moments to then also achieve your dream, which we then went on and achieved. To then win the Super Cup and the Club World Cup after that it's a bonus. You're in them competitions because you won the Champions League. So listen, we're in the FA Cup, obviously still fighting very hard for the Premier League and still in the Champions League. So we'll try and replicate what we did last year. Who knows what's going to happen, but why not?
How has your career compared to what you had hoped for when you were starting out as a young boy?
Well, to start at Sheffield United and then go to Tottenham at the age of 19 and leave there at 27 with no medals was tough. To come here and won the amount of Premier Leagues that I've won in the short amount of time. And obviously the Champions League, it's been, more than ever dreamed of. But that's not just me, that's without, the past and present players that have been here. It's just been a journey, and it's been a journey that I've loved, and that's why I've extended my contract, obviously, at Manchester City, and, it's a team that's funnily in my heart.
How much of your career, and I'll ask this to Ruben as well, how much of your career was dependent on your academy career and life as a schoolboy, and how much has it been your development subsequently?
I think it teaches you certain, things or certain paths in your life, when you are a schoolboy. I think probably now you look at Rico and Oscar that's here tonight, that I think the boy of Phil, who was born in 2000, that their paths are going to be completely different to what mine was. But I think everyone has their journey. Everyone has their journey in life, and it's brought us to where we all are today, enjoying this moment and in this special night. And I just feel what your path is, it's destiny.
So Ruben, what do you, in terms of how much was set when you were at the academies in Portugal?
Well, obviously, I guess I consider myself very fortunate to have been brought up in Benfica's academy. I don't know if people are very aware, but the academy is probably everything a young player can need to become whatever you want to become. But I think you can come from different backgrounds. At home, I had a different example, a very different one, my own brother, and he was living in another way of making his own way. But I think just being around football, in a way, in a dressing room, dealing with the other young footballers, it just helps you develop. It helps you. I've met many people from different backgrounds that just get a very good shape in terms of just getting away from their normal place and getting into football, in which you just deal with different communities and different kinds of people. So in the end, yeah, I think the final result, whatever you make it to the top or not, is always going to be something better than what you were before.
Kyle mentioned Rico coming through. What do you guys see as your role in terms of developing the next generation and allowing them to flourish, not only in the dressing room, but on the pitch as well?
He's actually not that old, you know. he just talks like he's 33.
He's won a lot.
Yeah.
He's won a lot.
No, we try and make sure that it's enjoyable. You want to come to work and enjoy it, first and foremost. Me, Kevin, Ruben, Rodri, Bernardo, the captains, you know, we make sure that it's an enjoyable place. You come here because you're happy, but we're here to win, and that's the main thing. And like Ruben said, it comes from the driving force as the manager, but, you know, our job as the captains is to make sure that the lads are happy, the lads are, you know, fully focused on what we need to do, and we're steering his ship for him, we're his voice in the changing room.
Yeah, and I don't know whether you saw this week Vinicius Jr. scoring his goal and paying tribute to you. How much pride do you take from that in terms of inspiring the next generation?
It's good when you have a family, big family like I am. So it's good to be proud of your kids. Junior, he do it his way. I think he have a good talent, still to improve more. I need to teach him some tricks, but I think he's in a good way. He's a good boy. He like to play football. He have the drive, so he make me happy.
What is your key bit of advice to the next generation in terms of making it to the top and staying there? Believe.
I think you should believe in everything, and of course the rest it's the dedication, the hard work. Listen to people who know more than you, who they have more experience than you, and believe in your talent. I think it's the main point.
And what a note to end on. Everybody nodding. Thank you ever so much, gentlemen, for your time. It's been a real pleasure to speak to you. Some fantastic insight from some of the best, most successful of their generation. Plenty more silverware on the cards later this season, of course, and perhaps even later this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ruben Diaz, and Kyle Walker.